All right, cracking into it here. What do we have on the slate for today? Could do a puppy. Do an add-on to the marathon, for being honest. Could do. Yeah, it's the slate. So I think the puppy is the only one we're gonna be doing for the full season. Let's hop right in. Okay, let's see what we got rocking. We got pick five. So not a bad start there. Pick five, we're probably getting Jefferson, CMC, Saquon, in that little block there. Draft starts in 30 seconds. Here we go. Get some likes on the stream. Might as well see how we're doing. The draft starting in 5 seconds. Jamar Chase first, as we expect. Brian Robinson, or Bijan, not Brian. Don't pick Brian. Pick number 2. That would be a problem. Let's see. I mean, he's going CD, Gibbs. I mean, honestly, you can't go wrong with the next, 5 picks. You're going Chase 1. Honestly, we've seen Bijan fall, just with the news with the injury and stuff. Generally, kind of want your wide receiver or your first round pick to be on a decent team. Jefferson, CD. I like Saquon over Gibbs personally. I don't think you can really go wrong, but I am going to grab Saquon. And that'll be a decent one there. Gibb goes in the 6. You expect C. Okay, he just popped out and grabbed Malik Neighbors, but not a bad pick. I mean, like I said, none of these guys you can really go wrong with. CMC goes in 8. Now we're up in 11 picks. That puts us. Brock Bowers probably doesn't make it back to us. What's our next pick? I think it's pick 20. Yeah, pick 20. Bowers probably doesn't make it back to us. Maybe, but likely not. We did get Saquon, so I'd like to grab a wide receiver. But I feel like grabbing Bucky or JT is better than reaching for a Lad McConkey or something like that. If AJ or Bowers falls to us, obviously that's the route we're going, but Neighbors over CMC. That's one you don't see every day. I've been doing a couple of these, got a couple of videos posted, and we don't generally see CMC get out over, our Neighbors get out over CMC. We went through the wide receiver block. Now we got the running back block. The only downside of Saquon is if they get to the 1, 2, 3, 4 yard line, they're doing the tush push, and Jalen Hurts is taking it. And that's why Saquon did not have more points last year. Fantasy points, that is. Bucky Irving goes there. A-Chain. Okay, so we're getting A.J. Brown or Brock Bowers. So that's perfect, actually. He grabbed Josh Jacobs, really. I think the number 1 tight end is probably better than getting a second running back there. So I do grab Bowers, JT. Brown falls to 22. Okay. And then our way through, I mean, we got 8 picks between us, 6. So, we're looking at an elite quarterback. We need wide receivers. But if I can get Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, God, that's tough. 2, 3. I'm gonna be able to get one of them, I think. Yeah, I think I have to. It's gonna be a unique setup too. On the way back, I mean, we're still getting wide receiver ones, I think. God, that's tough. Yeah, I think I go Josh Allen here. Dang. I mean, I love that we got those three, but I would like to have some wide receivers here. It's okay. Not the end of the world by any means, obviously. We have the number one running back, or 1A, 1B. I mean, I guess if you want to put Bijan ahead, I personally would say Saquon's the best running back here. Bowers, who's the number one tight end. Josh Allen was the number one wide receiver. So, I mean, I'm definitely not in a bad spot by any means, but that means we're going like 3 receivers in a row or something. I mean, we got to really lock in on receivers. 10 picks, that puts me, Pickens, McLaurin. We're kind of down here. Who's the next Bills receiver? I actually have no idea. Nobody good, apparently. Keon Coleman, maybe? Did a Bills receiver already go? Is there a top? There really isn't. Like a great Bills receiver. Evans, Hampton, Lamar, Jackson Smith, Jigba, Jaden Daniels, Harrison, Kittle, Cook, all going up and about 6 picks. Let's see, we're looking, Pickens, McLaurin. I'm really not mad at either one of those. Maybe we get Pickens, try to stack Dak later on. Maybe we get Keon Coleman. Right? Is that the next Bills receiver? Maybe? Khalil Shakir. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Up in 4 picks. I'm probably going Pickens. Regardless of the people that are left here. I don't hate that, actually, if we're being honest. Going Saquon, Bowers, Allen, and then still getting Pickens as your wide receiver 1. Obviously not the greatest thing in the world, but you really don't know how he's going to be. I mean, he may, with CD on the other side, he may pop off. He may be, gets 1,000 yards. We are on the clock. I am going to grab Pickens here. Then we're 8 picks away. That puts us in this Jalen Waddle. Did somebody just grab Devontae Smith from way down here? Okay. Calvin Ridley. Is that Tennessee's 1? Is there another Tennessee? That might be Tennessee's 1. It is. That might be worth just trying to grab a wide receiver 1. We'll see how all this plays out. So DJ Moore, DK Metcalf is on Pittsburgh as well. I don't want to grab 2 Pittsburgh wide receivers, especially a 2 and a 3. I mean, they're all great. Don't get me wrong, but I think we might go Ridley, honestly. Ridley or Moore if they're available. Ridley or Moore. I mean, honestly, anybody in here except DK Metcalf, who just got picked anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. Don't love Waddle, but better than going to this next block of receivers. Chuba Hubbard goes off the board. So yeah, we're guaranteed one of these 3. Sutton, Moore, Ridley, and that's kind of perfect. Hubbard, RJ Harvey goes. Uka goes. I think I'm going to grab Moore here. We'll go DJ Moore there. Second year Caleb Williams. Maybe he's figuring some things out. Maybe he kind of calms down. A little less hype on him per se, so see how that goes. We got Ridley, Waddle, Kamara goes. Not bad. Let's see how these teams. This is a surprising team. We thought we were struggling with not having any wide receivers. This is a surprising team. Wow. What is this group I'm in? Christian McCaffrey, followed by A-Chain, followed by Lamar, followed by Hurts. And then you're not going to be able to pair Hurts with anybody because Smith and Brown are already gone. And maybe you pick up a tight end on the way back. Maybe you get Andrews as your tight end. Is he gone yet? No. Maybe you pair him up, but that's Waddle's your wide receiver 1. I mean, who's he looking at for wide receiver 2? I mean, 2 picks ahead of us, so Debo, Olave is your wide receiver 2. Unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I do really like getting Barkley, Bowers, Allen. I like this squad. This team over here, too. I mean, I'm probably taking a wide receiver, one of these 2 picks, knowing I only have 1 rather than going 3 running backs, but to each their own. This over here, I mean, Brian Thomas, your 1, and then Ricky Pearsall and Zay Flowers, your 2-3. If you guys don't know, this is best ball, so what that means is every week they automatically take whoever scored the most points and put that in your lineup. How you do it is you come in the top 2 of your 12-man for the first 14 weeks. If you're in the top 2, you move on. Then you got to come in the top 1 for the following week out of 10. Then you got to come in first out of 10 on the next week. And then you're in the top 375. At 375, you are guaranteed $100. No. Where are the $750 if you're in the top 375. We are on the clock, though. I don't want another... Don't need another bear, so let's go Olave here. And we are 8 picks away. We are looking at a 1 quarterback roster, 2 running back, 3 receivers, a flex, and a tight end. It is not a super flex, so only your skill positions minus quarterback could be in there. But yeah, weeks 1 through 14 is when you're battling out against your first 12. If you come in top 2, you gotta come in first the next week, and then you are guaranteed $750. That gets you in 375th right there. So got a couple in here. Turning $5 into $750 just by getting to the last week is definitely not a bad way to go. We are up in 4 picks. I feel okay. You know, we're up to 3 wide receivers now. You can kind of turn back to a running back here. If Pacheco falls a couple more spots, I'll grab him. I don't know if I want to grab Swift per se. We'll see. Probably swing down to get Caleb Johnson. Yeah, so probably Pacheco just went in the last pick. I don't know if I want to go Swift here, knowing I have DJ Moore, but really doesn't matter. If you have a good game, the running back and the wide receiver are playing 2 different positions. So we will go Swift there. With that said, I'm probably looking into a Saints or can't even think. Dak Prescott, Cowboys quarterback. Probably going Dak Prescott or who is the Saints quarterback? Spence? No, he's out of the top 21 or up top 32. You idiot. Is this somebody good and I'm just not thinking of him? There's no way the quarterback 1 for the Saints is not even a top 32. There's no way. Yeah, Russell Wilson and Jackson Dart are ahead of him. That's two from the same team. Indianapolis. Indianapolis are two from the same team. That's going to push him out. Wow. The starting quarterback for the Saints is not even a top 32 quarterback in the league. Okay. That means we're going Dak around 102. Where does that kind of put us? Okay, actually, if he makes it to that turn, we look at grabbing him there. We're up in 5 picks. That puts us at this Zach Charbonnet, Jaden Reed. I don't hate that. I don't hate Jaden Reed. Yeah. Shakir just went. Would have liked to have grabbed him, but Kyler Murray. Andrews goes to the team that doesn't have Lamar, correct? That's not that. No, it's not. They have Jaden Daniels unstacked right now. And this guy just grabbed Baker Mayfield unstacked. What stack me? I mean, hopefully if you're tuning in, you guys know. But stacked is if your quarterback and your receiver are on the same team. So obviously, if your receiver has a really good game, more than likely your quarterback had a really good game. So that's why you stack them, because you're trying to raise your ceiling every week. Here, we are on the clock. Probably go Charbonnet. I don't hate the Reed option, but we go Charbonnet here. On the turn, we potentially grab Dak, or we wait, get a receiver there. I don't know. 7 picks away. Could grab me Mooney, and then we kind of look at potentially getting Penix at the next one. That's an option too. I don't hate that. If Jaden Reed falls to us again, I likely grab him and then maybe try to go with Jordan Love. Is he still available? Yes, he is. So that's an option. Definitely some things to play around with here. Yeah, if either one of these two fall, I'm probably grabbing them. CJ Stroud, he's still available? Okay. So 3 picks. This guy's got 4 receivers. This guy's got 5. Likely going quarterback here. Likely going quarterback here, maybe. He went Higgins. Okay. Did go Higgins. Let's see if Reed falls. He's kind of the only guy. Makes sense for him to grab Reed here, for being honest. Doesn't have a tight end, though, and I think Kelsey's there. Yeah, so kind of depends on what he values, Kelsey or Reed. He went Hill Johnson. Interesting. Okay. He went McCarthy, as I figured he'd grab a quarterback, so we will go Reed here. And that definitely opens us up to potentially Jordan Love, potentially farther on down, maybe our next pick. I like that a lot better. Jordan Love's going 128. Our next pick will be 116. So I can go another receiver on our next and then get Love on the turn. Or on the way back. I think that's probably what I'll go. I'll go receiver here at 116. We're looking 12 picks away. It brings us, down here. You got Luther, Christian Kirk, I don't hate. Bateman, Mims. I mean, any one of these 3, I'm actually not mad at. Kelsey goes. Shaheed goes. Evan Ingram goes. There we go. Less is more. Another guy with no quarterback. Miami on the back way through. He doesn't have a quarterback yet. That was the round where you definitely start to see some quarterbacks pop off the board. But the value has to make sense. I mean, less is more being on the turn. He's probably grabbing a quarterback and a running back on this turn, just with his, what he has picked. But his running back or his wide receiver room is not the greatest, if I'm being honest. He does grab Purdy there, as I predicted. He'd grab a QB and a running back. Oh, he went tight end. They have 2 tight ends that early and only 2 running backs. Granted, very good running backs, but not loving that. 4 picks away. That does get us into this little spot. I'm likely going Christian Kirk. You know, if all of them are available at 2L pick. We'll see how everything kind of lines up. Keenan Allen goes off the board here. Oh, there goes Kirk. That's unfortunate. Put the burden there. 4 running backs, 5 wide receivers. This guy's probably grabbing a quarterback, which allows us to get Marvin Mims. There we go. He grabbed Dak. Wow. What a jerk. Oh, well. I didn't realize Dak fell that far. I wasn't even paying attention. That was a possibility we could still grab. I mean, Dak was projected 102, right? On the way back, I think we were thinking Jordan Love. I still like that pick. Following us, Tutton went, Njoku went. This guy's probably grabbing a quarterback, knowing his pick. He gets the turn. He might wait. Yeah, I was going to say Ferguson, then get a quarterback here. This is probably a tight end wide receiver, maybe. He went Justin Fields. Did he have Wilson? No. Just an unstacked Fields. Okay. That's why I don't understand. These people who were... This guy doesn't even have a quarterback yet. But Bo Nix in Denver. He does not have a Denver player. So he's unstacked Bo Nix. Burrow. He does have T. Higgins. Okay, he has at least a stack. Drake May in New England. Unstacked. You got McCarthy here. He does have Addison. I noticed that. And Jefferson. So that's a solid stack. He's putting all his chips into the Vikings, but I mean, to each their own. There's people who have won that way. I am grabbing Love here. Probably done with quarterbacks until the last round. We'll grab another running back on the way through. But Saquon, Swift, Charbonnet is definitely a very solid running back core. Williams goes here. No tight ends there. And he grabbed Dak with no stack. So he just grabbed Dak so we couldn't, basically. And stack him with Pickens. Goff with nobody. Again, unstacked. Interesting. This guy went Lamar Hurts unstacked, which if Lamar falls to, you're probably taking him regardless. But still, unstacked there. Baker unstacked. Herbert with Keenan Allen. Okay. We got Jaden Daniels unstacked, I believe. Yeah, he was unstacked. We got Kyler Murray with Marvin Harrison. He at least stacked up there. It's weird. I mean, the puppy's a very low dollar entry. You know, people who aren't... You're not expecting people to be, like, super on the ball. They're just kind of probably throwing teams. Some are auto-drafting, however it works out for them. They just want to be in it, but it is weird to be drafting quarterbacks with, you know, unstacked if you're playing like a $15, $10, or $25 fantasy game. You're not going to see things go unstacked. I mean, the quarterbacks, they're going to stack them or they're grabbing somebody late to stack just to have somebody. Three quarterbacks on the end. You went Lawrence and Williams on the turn there. Okay. Still feeling good about a running back here and then maybe a wide receiver on the on the way back. I got Brock Bowers, so I'm really not worried about my next tight end because he'll likely never see the score sheet. I mean, I'm not mad at a Cade Otton, something like that. Let's see. We are 3 picks. Ayuk's not a question here. Mixon. Do I have the other Houston? No, I don't have anybody on Houston. Could definitely go. God, he just grabbed Mixon and Stroud are gone. Okay. If Eckler fall, no, there goes Eckler. Brandon Ayuk or Trey Benson? Probably go Benson here. Yeah, whatever. We'll go Benson. Hopefully things get a little better for him than they did last year for sure. And 7 picks away, we're looking at probably Demario Douglas. I would prefer. On our way back through, like I said, we're grabbing a wide receiver there. Bring up the board again. Went Benson, then Young went, then Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown with Rashee Rice going up. He moves to a wide receiver 3-2. Kind of. I mean, obviously Kelsey's on the field, so you're not completely moving up the ranks there as far as, wide receiving options. But you got Xavier Worthy, who's obviously going to be your wide receiver 1 with Rashee Rice out. And after that, maybe it's your Hollywood Brown. I mean, that's kind of tough. Then we go Douglas, Tillman, Ayuk on the turn. There goes Penix. We got Chubb. We are on the clock here again. Somebody took Douglas. I really got to pay attention a little better. This is tough. I don't want wide receiver 2 and 3 of Green Bay, but gosh, Carolina. Hopefully Carolina does something. I stuck with what I needed. We've got the swing back through. Probably go wide receiver. Running back. Tight end here. And then whatever's kind of value there. If there's a late quarterback. Somebody we can kind of stack, kind of can't. We'll see how that goes. Matt Stafford goes. I'm really surprised Stafford goes this low. I mean, obviously he doesn't have the running upside, but behind Cam Ward, behind Penix, I mean, I just feel like your Matt Stafford's going to chuck. He's going to throw the ball as much as he can, as he's going to get those yards in. Last year he had about 4,000. So for him to be kind of one of the lower end quarterbacks, it's weird. I mean, Tua's so hard to draft because you don't know if he's going to stay healthy. I don't think he's played a full season his whole NFL career. Algier goes. Then Dobbs, Marks. We got followed up by Harris. This guy's probably going running back. He needs a receiver too. I mean, 3-5, 3 quarterbacks already is interesting. Yeah, he went running back. You got White out of Tampa. Ooh. 5 running backs, 4 receivers. Does he have a solid? Oh, he does not have a solid receiving core. Like, if you get top 3, like this guy, if he's, he gets 4 receivers and 4 running backs already, that makes sense because he's got top wide receivers. This guy makes sense. Down here, that's a tough pill to swallow. You're up next. Maybe running back and Ray Davis. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. And then we get Adam Thielen on the way back. I don't hate that. That's what we're going to do there. All right. And then followed it up with Franklin. Bryant behind him. Oh, Thielen goes there. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to get Thielen on the turn. A lot of people with similar, 2.56 zeros, 2.56 zeros, 2.56 ones. Definitely a similar setup, so makes sense. This is probably a tight end here. He grabbed Robinson. Really? Really? Okay. I was really hoping I would grab Robinson. Trey Harris of the Chargers, I guess, is our pick. I do want a wide receiver here. Do we grab our second tight end and Hunter Henry? Do we grab our second tight end and Hunter Henry? We'll go with that. Why not? 14 picks, that puts us, a running back territory. Chris Rodriguez, maybe. Darius Slayton out of New York, I don't hate. Don't hate that. Goes Harris. Isaiah Likely. Brian Robinson, not to be confused with Bijan. You will seriously mess up your draft if you do that. Danny Jones goes down to pick 178. Yeah, I mean, everybody's very similar. That Miami Skull guy, his running back room is tough. I think we just look through it. I think that's the guy that's got a tough running back room. Tony's beef, 0 tight ends so far. I mean, he's basically drafting 1 and hoping he gets 5 points. Chris Rodriguez and the Giddens. Yeah, all these people are kind of, they can grab whoever. So I don't really want to look at the list and try to pick somebody and then it be gone. Because other than Miami, who really should be taking a running back on this turn, I mean, they should have been taking a running back long before, but Dowdle goes. I am more. I don't know who that is for Tennessee. Okay. Cocker for Carolina. Gotta expect a wide receiver here for Polo. 3 tight ends already. Interesting. And one of them being Likely, your tight end 2 in Baltimore. I feel like that's probably somebody you didn't have to grab. Dang, you grabbed Slayton there. That was kind of who I had in my mind. Don't hate Amari Cooper. If he falls. Troy Horton in Seattle. Maybe. Troy Horton or Amari Cooper. Amari has the potential. That's probably why I'm going to go Amari here. Eight picks away. That puts us Gesicki, Rogers, Malik. You know, if any of these running back, or at least they're tight ends. What am I saying? Brooks, I wouldn't hate. Do we grab maybe a Rogers pair? I think we have a Pittsburgh. No, we do not. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Washington goes. Horton goes. Gesicki. Yep. 192. Otten 193. Russell Wilson. Okay, a little bit of a. Well, he was quite projected yet. Probably stick with my 2 quarterbacks here. Allen Love. We got Quentin Johnson. Maybe we'll go Taj Brooks. I like Quentin Johnson for this pick here. So I think our last pick, we are going running back or tight end. I don't like either of those options, so we're going to go running back. I don't like any of the tight end options, so we're going running back. Guerrero goes, followed by Rogers and Knoll at 200. Wilson. Tommy Brown at 203. Jess here probably goes running back, wide receiver. Took Brooks at 204. And where do they go? Another tight end. Be out of question either, but they go wide receiver. Zachias? Huh. Okay. I have not heard of him. Fannin, followed by Dart, 207. Very weird to see Russell Wilson over Jackson Dart. Unless I missed news that they named Wilson the starter, but I thought Dart was starting. Taysom Hill. Polo grabs Tolbert here. Miami, 4 quarterbacks, 4 running backs. That's so weird. Yeah, Hill. Unless they're auto drafting from like Stroud down, and they're just auto drafting, because that is the weirdest end of draft I've ever seen. 1 wide receiver, 1 running back. We got Waller looking running back here. Don't mind Mitchell. Or Miller. I don't know why I said Mitchell. We'll go Miller. That wraps up our draft here. Let's see how this plays out. Manangai. Whoopi. Auto drafts McNichols. We are looking at, for our team, we got Josh Allen and Jordan Love. Running backs, we got Saquon, Swift, Charbonnet. Those are going to be our big 3. Benson, Ray Davis, and Miller. All guys who have, potential to pop off. Wide receivers, we got Pickens, Moore, Olave. Reed to kind of pop in and out of there. Mims, Leggett, Cooper, Johnston, all those guys. Obviously, we haven't seen Leggett, do anything yet, but all the rest of them have the potential to go for 100 yards in a game. And then we got Bowers and Henry. That week 8 bye is gonna hurt. The week 7 bye is gonna hurt. A couple of teams there, but worst comes to worst. Ended out with Iosivas and Lane. So that is wrapping up that draft there. Now let's see. Do we pop right into another puppy? Don't mind that. What is the satellite here on this one? I have not done this one yet. 5 of the 12 advanced, 3 of the 7 advanced, 2 of the 7 advanced, and then 510 seat. What's the payout there? Payouts are not listed. Why? Oh. Tournament prize breakdown. Everybody gets 0. 100K in entry fees to Fantasy Cares. Oh. This is a charity. Not that I don't, want to indulge in charity. I'm just not looking to play charity. Let's see. Maybe we go with the NFL main slate. This one right here. Maybe we'll do that one tomorrow. See if we hop into another puppy. Get that going. Get that rolling. Six people need 6 more. Five, 4. And we filled it. Oh, we got the 8th pick. Probably the worst pick. It gets you those second tier of round oneers, and it gets you the people who gets you outside of the people who could be round oneers. So that first tier ends at McCaffrey. Everybody from McCaffrey and up is a little bit ahead of everybody below. You grab Nico Collins, that's decent. But then your next one is going to be, Derrick Henry, Drake London, who's obviously behind all these wide receivers. I mean, I guess you can get Gentry, but generally he's already gone as well. Right, so 7 picks away. We have officially kicked it off. You gotta expect this goes exactly how you think. Jamar, Bijan, Saquon, then the other one. Here we go, Jamar. Let me go Bijan here. CD at 3, okay. It's so weird how often that happens. Gibbs pops up and grab him at 4. But what I was saying, I mean, you'll see Robinson go 2. You'll see Saquon go 2. Those guys have kind of swapped out. But if that's the case, the other one doesn't go till later. It's not like it's 2-3. Like, CD is always pick 3. It seems, on the drafts I've done. Barkley's next here. Assuming this guy grabs Jefferson, we will go. I've grabbed Nico a lot. Let me go Neighbors. I have grabbed Nico quite a bit. Let me go Neighbors here. Hopefully he can do us some good. And I said like 7 picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That puts us on. I wouldn't hate A-Chain, actually. Would not hate grabbing A-Chain. Maybe reach for Bowers. I wouldn't hate that. A reach for Bowers. Because he's definitely not making it back to us. I mean, you're reaching 4 picks. But do I want to give off a wide receiver 1? Because you got to think our next pick's Hampton or Kyron Williams. So I think we just kind of, we're not getting Bowers here and have our piece with it. If Henry's still there, Henry's my guy. I like Henry. Henry's still there. I'm grabbing him. A-Chain, it's so weird. He's really good if Tua's active. If Tua's not active, he's really not good. Did I just see Trey McBride go? What the heck? This guy just drafted Trey McBride ahead of Brock Bowers. Where does Trey McBride generally go? Like 30? 29. Trey McBride generally goes 29. That's crazy. Ooh, 14 picks. I don't hate Lamar's 12 picks. I don't hate that if he's there. If he's there. I gotta assume you. He's got a wide receiver. He's got only a running back though. No wide receivers yet. I gotta assume you grab Bowers. Yeah. Burry probably grabs Bucky Irving here. Bucky Irving goes. Maybe McConkey or Higgins goes here. Oh, he goes JT. Interesting. Would not expect him to go Jonathan Taylor there. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think we're getting an elite quarterback here. Unless people, start jumping. This guy definitely needs a wide receiver, but he's got those there. The Soup and CK Cash need wide receivers. That's a possibility. If they go wide receivers and they jump the quarterbacks, possibility. Lamar goes ahead of Allen. Not unforeseen. I mean, they're relatively close. You can kind of exchange them however you want. Yep, there goes Allen. So we are going wide receiver here. Like Mike Evans in the spot. If Hill falls to us, we'll grab him. But if not, of those 3 in that little block there of Njigba, Harrison, and Evans, I'm going to grab Evans. There goes Tyreek Hill. There goes T. Higgins. Hoping this guy drafts Jackson Smith or Marvin Harrison. We're able to grab Evans. Or do we reach for Jaden Daniels? I'm okay with waiting and getting a, an Evans. Oh, come off it. Why did you do that? Why did you select Evans? It's just Marvin Harrison did not have like a very trustworthy year last year. I guess we can grab Kyler. What rank is Kyler? He's not terrible because of his running upside, but he's not my favorite. Did I pass him? Okay. He's QB9. Expected to go around 100. So that would put him. Do I reach for him at 89 or do I hope he falls to 104? Do I reach for him at 89 or hope he falls to 104? That's the big question. McMillan, then Daniels goes. Henderson to follow at 35. Then in Jigba and Hurts on the turn. We'll see who's kind of there when we get to our pick. Kind of indifferent either way. Cook follows up Hurts. Kind of indifferent either way about a position. I think Kittle's probably relatively close to there. I don't know if I want to waste a pick on Kittle. Not waste. I mean, obviously he's tight end 3, but I'm just not huge on Kittle because he has the possibility to have a very high ceiling. He just doesn't on most games. Do I go Xavier Worthy? Hoping he's, Kansas City's main wide receiver for the first 6 weeks until Rashee Rice comes back. Yeah, we'll go Worthy. Rather than reaching for, Walker or somebody. 14 picks gets me into this. Hubbard Kamara, I don't hate. One of those two. Kittle fouled it up. Then Metcalf, Adams, James Williams. Decent little block of receivers there. Sutton goes to the team that has Allen. Devontae Smith as your wide receiver 1. I'm definitely not feeling too bad about that. I wouldn't feel too bad about that. Obviously, if I didn't have Henry here, I'm looking running back at where I picked Worthy, but because I have Henry as a very solid running back 1, I can back off a little bit on my running back 2. DJ Moore and Kenneth Walker on the turn. Buka Pickens. Really, Metcalf went over Pickens. That's interesting. Generally, you see Pickens around 4. Surprised he fell this far. I mean, I'm taking Pickens over like Sutton and Williams, so that's interesting. Breece Hall, Hubbard, Waddle. As long as he doesn't pick Kamara. If he goes Calvin Ridley, that'd be perfect. If he picks Kamara. It's gonna be tough. He does pick Kamara. You've got to be kidding me. When am I up again? 8 picks. I guess I gotta go Harvey here. Dang. Here you go, Hunter. Who are the tight ends? Like, obviously, the main ones. Warren Hawkinson. Okay, that's not a bad. Yeah, so maybe I'll go Hawkinson here at 89 and then Murray at 104. Hoping those two kind of slide a little bit farther than they're projected. I mean, I have Harrison, so I don't know why anybody would want Murray. Take an unstacked Kyler Murray just seems weird, but you never know. You never know. Hunter, Ridley, Burrow, Pearsall. Probably a second running back to follow Pearsall up if I had to guess. Went Zay Flowers. Interesting. Interesting. Golden from Green Bay. Yeah, like I said, I should. Do I grab Odunze or do I grab Pollard? I think we'll swing back to wide receivers. We'll grab Romeo Odunze. Then 14 picks, that gives me 80. So I'll go back to running back there on 80. Tight end, quarterback. So that's kind of what we're thinking here, hopefully. Hopefully, if things work out. Pollard, Montgomery, Laporta. Rice goes down to 69. Followed by Diggs. Samuel at 71. And Judy. I'm surprised. Didn't this guy grab Daniels? Okay. Oh, he's got McLaurin already. I didn't notice that. That's a pairing right there. Generally, one of these guys wasn't paying attention because generally you try to block a McLaurin, especially if it's one or two picks off. Like I'm getting McLaurin over James Cook in this situation just so he can't stack. That's playing pretty defensively, but are you mad to get Terry McLaurin? Really? Judy Warren, Tyler Warren on the turn, followed by Olave Addison. Jacoby Myers out in Vegas, Josh Downs in Indy, followed by Khalil Shakir. What we got for running backs? I would like Swift here, actually. I would like Swift here. And we get him. Perfect. 8 picks away, we're looking at Hawkinson, I think it was. Yeah. Looking at Hawkinson. Jones follows Swift. Like, even when you're on the ball, 10 seconds is too short, but like, I don't know, just, I feel like 15 seconds. I mean, if you know, you know. If you don't, it's auto drafting. It's $5. Jennings Mahomes on the turn. This guy's got one running back. And his next pick's going to be 100. 108. His next pick's going to be 108. And he's got one running back. And Chase Brown. Interesting. Okay. Any other weird formats? Laveri's got one running back and Bucky Irving. Interesting. Interesting. Tracy goes. Oh, this is another guy. He's going to freaking auto draft and get Hawkinson. Okay, we got Hawkinson. Perfect. That's actually what we wanted. And then we want Kyler Murray to fall down to 102, right? 4. He's projected 100. We want him to fall to 104. Who ahead of us has quarterbacks? 2. Oh, there goes Kyler. Okay, he didn't make it very far. Unfortunate. Why did you take him? You don't even have another Arizona player. Damn. Okay. Could go Caleb Williams. Could go Jackson Dart. I guess. Williams is projected 114. That wouldn't be too far off. Minnesota. Where's McCarthy? 124. I could get him on the way back. Pair him up with Hawkinson. At least have some sort of stack there. Right? About. Maybe I'll grab Williams here. I'll probably grab Williams at 113. Just so we have a quarterback. Then I'll get somebody else at 120. Or no, 10. Yeah, whatever. You guys will figure it out when I do it. Godwin, Etienne on the turn. Kraft, Prescott, Fields. Followed by Higgins, Reed. We will go Cooper Kupp here if he falls. If he falls to us. There we go. We got Kupp. And then on the way back, we're going Williams. On the way back, we will go Williams. And then we'll probably go J.J. McCarthy. Get Williams, McCarthy. Get our quarterbacks out of the way. I mean, we got Swift, Harvey, Henry. Those are our top 3 running backs. We got Neighbors, Harrison. Worthy for the beginning. Odunze probably picks up the slack afterwards. So I don't hate that. We got Charbonnet, Purdy on the turn. Njoku. Darnell Mooney, was he in Chicago? Sometimes I always pictured him as a Bear. Maybe he's been in Atlanta. I thought he was in Chicago. That's what we're trying to go here. I thought he rushed more. I mean, I guess 500 yards for a quarterback's not bad, but I did think he had ran a little bit more. And we will grab Williams here. Pair him up with Rome Odunze. Really? You grabbed McCarthy. He's got Jefferson. Dang. Okay. Can't fault him for that. He's got Jefferson. That makes sense. But dang. I think that's going to be the most underrated stack. McCarthy, Jefferson. The only thing that's going to hold it down is how well McCarthy does, but you got a rookie quarterback, essentially. I mean, obviously, he got drafted last year, but didn't play a game. And you have the number 1 wide receiver in the game, 1A, 1B, with Jamar Chase, off pure skill. I mean, I'm not talking draft. I'm not talking anything. Pure skill. If you're picking 3 wide receivers in the league right now, you're going Jamar Chase, you're going Justin Jefferson, and then you're picking somebody else. Probably CeeDee Lamb, just how things are going. But it's Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson by skill, 1A, 1B. And you have a rookie quarterback, essentially, and you don't think he's going to be feeding him the ball. You don't think his get me out of a jam, bail me out spot is going to be Justin Jefferson. Just surprised that's not more on the radar, people. Probably got Stevenson or Eckler here on our next pick. We go Herbert. Do we have a Charger? Don't have a Charger. I mean, honestly, the next one's Seattle, and I don't want... Who even is Seattle's quarterback? Yeah, Sam Darnold, I'm not looking to take. Sam Darnold, I am definitely not looking to cake. Really, Scatabo is falling. He needs a receiver here, but I'm not going to fault him if he takes Scatabo. Then we'll go Eckler, but he grabbed Leggett, really. We'll take Scatabo there. On the way back through, we're at 137. Do we take like an unstacked? If Stroud gets to us, we'll take that, but yeah, no, I'm not reaching for like a Penix or a Bryce Young now. Nope, we're not doing that. There goes Ferguson. Palmer's off. Okay, I guess we're going running back. I can't avoid that big block of running backs right there. We got Love, Keenan Allen and Love on the turn. Hollywood Brown at 134. Do any of these guys have a Houston? Okay, he's got Nico Collins. I'm thinking he'll take CJ Stroud at 136. There's Benson. Yeah, and he's got like 4 or 5 wide receivers. He doesn't really need to take another one there. Dalton Kincaid. He leaves Stroud not to stack with Nico Collins. Interesting. Interesting. I will take an unstacked Stroud. 2 decent quarterbacks. I'm happy with that. I mean, late rounds might give another one. I'm not ruling it out. But we'll probably go another running back, another wide receiver, possibly quarterback here, and then tight end of the last 2 rounds again. Likely what we're looking at doing. Tillman, Ayuk, Sampson go. Followed by Judkins, Mixon. Gordon. Then we got Pitts, Brian Robinson on the turn. Lavery still has no tight end. CK Cash has no tight end. What does Cash look like? What's he got? Higgins, Metcalf, Waddle, Pure, Reed. That's just, I mean, knowing he started off with Barkley, Saquon, and Gentry, then I guess Higgins, Metcalf, Waddle is not a bad core for wide receivers. You see Bryce Young, Ray Davis go off there. I'll likely go Chubb if he stays available. Or do I just grab Penix? Nah, we'll go Chubb. We'll go Chubb at running back. It'll probably call us for running backs. And then on the way back, 8 picks away, probably got Isaac, maybe Kyle Williams. And then Stafford, I don't hate as our third option. Our third quarterback. Okay, I like that. Got Chubb. Penix goes. Really? Really? Grab Tesla there. Or Tesla. As it's actually pronounced. Goddard Strange go on the turn. two tight ends as a on the term when you have only two running backs. Interesting, interesting, interesting. We see Cam Ward. Still liking the Kyle Williams pick here. Orton goes. This guy can kind of take anybody, honestly. He grabs Jerome Ford, so we will go Kyle Williams. Then way back through, I think Stafford will be about there. He's picked 175. Yeah, we're 176, so we should be getting Stafford on the way through for 3 options. The only thing that I won't is if Wandale Rob. Why are people reaching so far for Wandale Robinson? Like, he was just down here. He's picked 174, 175. Like, you're probably getting him on the way back. Whatever. What do I know? Robinson, White, Taylor, Geno Smith, Tyler Algier. Chris Rodriguez, followed by Tua. And Henry on the turn. Hurts at 170. Okonkwo at 171. A lot of tight ends getting pushed through here. Harris goes, then Franklin. Followed by Spears at 174. JT kicks 8 wide receivers already. Okay. Probably going quarterback here. Which does mean Stafford might go. Nope, he went Dowdle. Do I grab Thielen or do I grab Stafford? We'll go Stafford. I do need unstack Stroud, unstack Stafford. I would like them to be in there. It may have been a bad pick. See how it plays out. I would like a wide receiver and then another tight end. Cade Otton. I like Cade Otton. Where are we at for wide receivers? We got... What's our next pick? I don't even know. 185 on wide receivers. We're looking at like Slayton maybe. I don't mind Slayton. Thielen, Choker, Ayumanor, go. Don't mind Darius Slayton here. DK Cash still has 0 tight ends. He's probably picking. He might grab Isaiah Likely. He grabs Giddens, so we will go Slayton. We will go Slayton there. Pick 200, maybe Otten stays, just because people don't need tight ends. We'll see. If he doesn't stay, I'm looking Jaceki. Oh, Isaiah Likely. He grabs Jonnu Smith. Interesting. Quentin Johnston. Followed by Wicks. Otten does go at 190, unfortunately. I Didn't think he'd fall from, his projected 176 down to 200, but we got Sam Darnold, then Pat Bennett on the turn. Three wide receivers, four running backs, three quarterbacks, four running backs, seven wide receivers. Yeah, I mean, everybody's pretty normal, except this guy. Four quarterbacks, two running backs. I mean, does he? I guess you only need two running backs, but that's weird. That's weird. We got Cooper, Turpin. Four quarterbacks, two running backs, eight wide receivers. I wonder if he doesn't know the format. I wonder if he's a new player. That's just a very weird setup. I mean, I don't even like having just four running backs. We got Betch, followed by Manangi. Then just Seki goes. That's unfortunate. That's kind of who I was hoping to grab there. I mean, we never know how a rookie goes. I'll take a rookie over somebody who had 300 yards last season. We'll grab him there, and then we'll probably cap everything off with a wide receiver. Looking at Hopkins, Iosevies, something like that. So weird Hopkins is falling. I know he's injured, but gosh. Took Fannin. That gets fouled up by Jones at 201. Iosevies, followed by Rogers to Washington. Then we got Brooks on the turn. Followed by R. Wilson, who's not Russell Wilson. Who did I say I was taking here? D-Hop, I think I said. Hopefully people leave him. Reynolds from the Jets. There goes Karum. Alec Pierce or D-Hop, honestly, aren't bad options, but I think I go D-Hop. All right, we have wrapped up our side. We are looking at Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud, Matt Stafford, and then running backs Henry, Harvey, Swift, Scatabo, and Chubb. Wide receivers, we got Neighbors, Harrison, Worthy, Odunze, Cooper Kupp, Kyle Williams, Slayton, and D-Hop, with Hawkinson and Fannin in the tight end slots. Over here, we got Gabe Davis at the end, who is so far not signed to a team, which is very interesting. I mean, he was definitely a main wide receiver in Buffalo. Johnson, and to officially cap off the draft, we have somebody who's going to wait the entire time to pick somebody, knowing he should pick a running back. There you go, Johnson. All right, that caps off our draft, and that'll cap off the stream. I appreciate you guys for coming out, hanging out with me. Till next time.